International sales of wine aren't bringing in much income for South Africa. And domestic drinking tastes are another problem for winemakers. South Africans consume 10 times more beer than wine, and experts say tapping into more affluent incomes in the country and the rest of Africa is crucial in raising the profile of South African wine.
The black middle class now, in purchasing power terms, is bigger than the white, the purchasing power of the white population. So if you're sort of cutting more than half of your market off and saying, you know, we're not going to sell to them or we can't sell to them, then you're cutting yourself off from a large proportion of what you need to sort of save the industry.
South Africa is the world's 7th largest wine producer. Over the last 350 years, some of the country's most popular wines have been grown in the vineyards of Stellenbosch. But its farmers say they're drowning in their own wine, as customers around the world refuse to pay more than $20 a bottle.
There's just this notion that South Africa doesn't produce wines at the same price point. If you look at the ceiling of South African wines, I would say red wines, probably people are not keen to spend more than 400 or 500 Rand, and white wines 200 to 300 Rand as a ceiling, which puts the average way down.
The Vinpro Winemakers Association says 40% of its 3,200 members are struggling to break even. 900 members have already closed down. But despite the challenges, wine is still vital to the country's economy. South Africa's wine industry is the biggest permanent agricultural employer, with 300,000 people working in it. Last year, it contributed $3 billion to the country's GDP, and its vineyards make up 4% of global output. Winemakers say they're confident the new generation of producers will improve the image of South African wine. In the meantime, optimistic farmers are choosing to wake up and smell the rosé. Adefemi Akinsanya, TRT World.